The richest man you've never heard of drove a 1998 Honda Civic until the day he died. His net worth? Over $50 million. His car? A rusted sedan with 200,000 miles. He didn't buy fancy things. He bought time. And that simple habit made him wealthier than most people who earn twice as much. We're taught that money is for spending, that wealth means visible luxury, a big house, a flashy watch, a new car every few years. But the quiet rich know a secret. Spending is the enemy of building, and boredom is their superpower. Here's the truth. Most people trade their time for money, then trade that money for things they don't need. The quiet rich break that cycle. They delay gratification. They make boring choices, and those boring choices compound into fortunes. Habit number 1. They automate their savings. The money leaves their account before they can touch it. No willpower required. Just a simple rule. Pay yourself first. This one move has built more wealth than any stock pick ever did. The second habit is even more boring. They track every dollar, not to restrict themselves, to understand their money. Most people don't know where their paycheck goes. The quiet rich do, and that awareness alone cuts wasteful spending by roughly a third. Number 3. They buy used cars. New cars lose about 20% of their value the moment you drive off the lot. The quiet rich let someone else take that hit. They drive reliable 3-year-old sedans, and they invest the difference. That difference can be hundreds of thousands over a lifetime. Habit 4 is deeply unfashionable. They live below their means, not at their means. If they earn 100,000, they live like they earn 70. That gap, the 30,000, goes to assets, not to lifestyle inflation. That gap is the engine of wealth. Number 5, they ignore hot investment tips. The stock tip from a coworker, the crypto that's mooning, the meme stock everyone's buying. The quiet rich know that when everyone's talking about it, the easy money is already gone. They buy what's boring, and they hold. Habit 6 is the most boring of all. They invest in index funds, not individual stocks, not active managers, just a simple, low-cost fund that tracks the whole market. Over 30 years, that simple choice beats almost every professional investor. It's dull, and it works. Number 7. They avoid debt like a bad smell. Not all debt. A mortgage on a reasonable house is fine. But credit card debt, car loans, personal loans for vacations, that's the opposite of wealth. Interest payments are a tax on impatience. The quiet rich refuse to pay it. Habit 8 is counterintuitive. They spend money on things that save time. A cleaner, a lawn service, meal delivery, because time is the one resource you can't get back. They value their hours more than their dollars, and they use that extra time to earn more or rest more. Number 9, they negotiate everything, not aggressively, just consistently. Their salary, their insurance, their internet bill. One study suggested that people who negotiate their starting salary earn over $1 million more over their career. The quiet rich ask. The rest accept. Habit 10 is about housing. They don't buy the biggest house they can afford. They buy a sensible one. Because a bigger house means bigger taxes, bigger utilities, bigger maintenance. Every extra square foot is a drain on future wealth. They live small. They invest big. Number 11, they read. Not financial news. That's mostly noise. They read books about history, psychology, and business. They learn how the world really works. And they apply those lessons to their money. The quiet rich are lifelong learners. And learning is free at the library. Habit 12 is psychological. They separate their self-worth from their net worth. They don't need to flash money to feel valuable. That removes the biggest driver of stupid spending: ego. They know that real confidence doesn't need a logo. Number 13. They have an emergency fund. 6 months of expenses in cash. Boring. But when a recession hits, they don't sell investments at a loss. They don't panic. They wait. The quiet rich know that liquidity is freedom, and that cash is a cushion, not a drag. Habit 14 is about marriage. They marry someone with similar money values. The number one cause of divorce is financial conflict. The quiet rich choose a partner who also wants to build, not spend. That alignment doubles their wealth and halves their stress. Number 15 is the granddaddy of them all. They focus on their income, not just cutting costs. They invest in skills, side businesses, promotions. They know that cutting expenses can only take you so far. The real wealth comes from earning more, and they never stop growing that number. So what's the payoff? The quiet rich don't look rich. They don't act rich. They drive boring cars and live in boring houses. But they have something better than flash: freedom. They can walk away from a bad job. They can retire early. They can sleep soundly. The irony is this: the loud rich often lose it all. They build on a foundation of debt and show. The quiet rich build on bedrock. Their wealth is slow, steady, and real. And when the next crisis hits, and it will, they'll be the ones still standing. Here's the lesson. You don't need a brilliant strategy. You don't need a lucky stock pick. You just need 15 boring habits, repeated for decades. That's how quiet wealth is built. And watch this next video on the one expense that keeps people poor. You won't believe what it is. Now, you know the habits. But here's the hidden layer. The quiet rich have a secret weapon. They treat time like a fortress. They guard it ruthlessly. Most people let others steal their hours. The wealthy say no to almost everything. They focus on what compounds. Habit 16. They ignore social media. Not just limit it, they treat it like poison. Every scroll is a distraction from wealth. The quiet rich read books instead. They learn skills that pay forever. Social media trains you to consume. They train themselves to produce. Habit 17 is painful at first. They delay gratification on purpose. When everyone else upgrades, they wait. A new phone? They keep the old one. A bigger TV? They stick with the small screen. This single habit saved them millions over decades. The compound effect is brutal. Habit 18 sounds boring, but it's explosive. They build multiple income streams, not get-rich-quick schemes. Real side businesses that run quietly. A rental property, a small online course, a consulting gig. Each stream adds stability, and each one compounds over time. Habit 19 is invisible to outsiders. They keep a long-term calendar. Not just next week. They plan 5 years ahead, 10 years. Every decision today serves that future. Most people live for the weekend. The quiet rich live for the decade. This changes everything. Habit 20 is the final piece. They teach their children the same habits. Not by lecturing, by modeling. Kids see dad drive a used car. They see mum negotiate every bill. Wealth becomes a family legacy. That's the real payoff. You want to start? Pick one habit today. Subscribe to continue the series. Next time, the one expense the rich never